Freedom came and set the captives free. Freedom came and set the captives free.
4 years. 4 years now you don't start prison. God bless you now. God bless you now.
You see, in every situation, there are moments that captivate your imagination. In every situation, there are moments, seconds of moment that will capture your imagination. And that is about the ongoing protest in Nigeria. Anyway, I'm your African teacher, and I'm here again to tell you about what I think is behind this protest. You know, that picture I just showed earlier, in a very crude way, because I'm learning about this social media thing, and I'll get over it. Don't just bear with me, old school. I'll get over it. It's that young man be put in jail for 4 years, probably for doing nothing. Nothing, probably picking up a plantain somewhere, or snatching a phone somewhere, or probably, in a wrong crowd. A young man for 4 years. He looks like 22, 23, you know. So the whole jail had been broken down and the prisoners were coming out en masse. What is behind this protest? What is behind the protest? What is behind the protest is more than police brutality. The police brutality has been there. As I reported earlier, the police is not ours. The police has been instituted in our countries across Africa to protect colonial enterprises. The colonial enterprises, put in the colonies, in our land, was the reason why the police were instituted. So when you look at the average African nation, the police were put in what I know, Nigeria, Ghana, the police were put in a barracks. In my traveling around the world, I never see police kept in barracks like military men. But in the colonies of Africa, the police were put in barracks because they have to be indoctrinated against the natives. So they put them in the barracks. So at the blow of a whistle, they can marshal them, to bring down riots like this. Because long time ago, before independence, riots like this has been happening. It wasn't documented as much because the colonialists wanted to prove that they were there for benevolent purposes. They were there to Christianize us. They were there to, we are hidden. We don't know nothing. They were there to educate us. So, and we accepted it. That is what they wrote the history. So a whole lot of resistance were not documented. And the people who supposed to document this were indoctrinated through the school system, the missionary school system. So they couldn't see anything wrong with colonialism. So they didn't document all the resistance that we put up against these criminals who wanted to make us consumers for their cheap manufactured goods that will perish tomorrow, but in return they will take substance, gold, diamond, cocoa, timber, You know, those are the things they are taking in exchange for milk, canned milk, okay, milk and sardine, and margarine. Those are the things they were exchanging. That's the reason why they came to trade with us. Roofing sheet that will make your room so hot. You if you don't have a fan, you can't even sleep. Roofing sheet, tin sheet, aluminum corrugated roofing sheet. The worst thing ever happened to us is roofing your house with a tin sheet, turning your house into an oven. These are the things they wanted us to buy in return with gold, diamond, copper. So when we are resisting, they put a police in barracks, control them, brainwash them against us. It never ends. The police has not been redeemed. The police system has not been overhauled for an African police service. No, it has been carried on. You see, so the situation is all over Africa the same. The police system is the same. The DNA of a police force, right from America being a slave holding institution for runaway slaves, is the same thing. Carry on to Africa. You see, so the pressure on Buhari is to call down these young people who have been putting pressure on Western institution, the Yahoo boys. The Yahoo boys are able to inflict big losses into financial institutions and big companies and withdraw a whole lot of money. You see, that is the crust of the situation. So a memo probably have been gone to these Nigerian generals and the big leaders who have been putting money. They've been given a pass to steal money from Africa and put it in offshore banks, owned by the West, the Switzerland, the whatever, Virgin Islands. You see, so pressure has been put on them. If you don't do something, we're gonna expose you. We're gonna close the avenues where you've been stealing money. Both of them have been stealing money. The West has been stealing money, and they give a little pass to the leaders to steal money. Don't industrialize. Take the money, come and borrow the same money from us, and take it back and put in your account. And let the nations owe, so we can come in and take gold, diamond, timber, fishing rights, name them. You see. So the pressure has been on them. Incarcerate them, repress them. So how do you repress somebody who have no criminal records? Oh, you have an iPhone, so you're supposed to be a Yahoo boy. You have a nice shoe. You dress so flashy. You're driving a beautiful car, because there's no industrialization. So where do you get money? There's no job. So where do you get money? Where do you get money? There are no jobs. So where do you get money? It's the same thing in America. When you're driving a flashy car, because they know the economical situation is tilted against black people, the police know black people cannot make money. Black people cannot get money. Black people are not supposed to be working. Black people are not supposed to be getting money. Even if you're working, they know the bills are too much that you cannot afford Lexus. You cannot afford BMW 7 Series. So when you are in those high-end cars, it's a big suspect. You might have been doing something, because the way we plan this economy over here in America, in England, and in Africa, you're not supposed to have money. So why are you driving this car? The same thing in America, now the same thing in Nigeria. Because 200 million people, no job. So where do you have to get this? And you are young. We are not employing anybody. There are no factories over here. The few factories over here are maxed up. We are not employing anybody. In the last 20 years, we haven't been employing anybody. So where do you get money from? You see the mindset? The mindset in America and the mindset in Africa. So pressure has been put on the police to see any suspect, anybody holding a beautiful iPhone, a beautiful wristwatch, nice clothes, is a suspect. They might be the ones taking money from the West, because now Nigerians are able to decode all the encrypted bank codes have been uncrypted. Every code has been broken by these young people who never been to college. Oh, you thought black people are dumb, right? Black people are supposed to be dumb. So you think you got something called computer, you encrypted it. Who encrypted it? Is it not human beings? Is it not human beings who encrypted it? If human beings encrypted it, human beings are going to take another human being to uncrypt it. And this is what Nigerians have been doing far away. It's outdated now to go to a bank and rob it with a gun. It's outdated. It's outdated. You don't have to. If you plan to go and rob bank, you are in old school. You are so fucked up, old school. You far away in Stone Age. You far away in Stone Age. You are a million years back. So Nigerians are in Nigeria, but are able to touch banks. The money that they don't want us to have, Nigerians are getting in millions and turning them into cryptocurrency. You can't even find the money. You see, and that is what worrying the Western leaders. And pressure has been put on Buhari to put these kids in prison or kill them or do anything, or else we're gonna stop your money flowing from Africa to America and to all the offshore banks we set up to hide money. We are the one giving you pass. We know what you're doing. So if you don't do what we want to do, clamp down on these people, maintain the peace so that the stealing got to go on. Maintain the peace. But how can you maintain the peace when over 150 million young people are not working? 150 million young people ain't working. Boys and girls, they have needs for their girlfriends. 150 million people. How could you put clamp on those people? That is the crust of the situation. And it's going to spill over in all these major centers of Africa. What is going on in Nigeria is the same dynamic. The same no job, young people, no job in Cameroon, young people, no job in Ghana, young people, no job in Togo, young people, Benin, young people, Congo, young people, no job in South Africa, young people. It's all about economics. And the people need freedom out of this enslavement. It can't continue like that. These things have to be rearranged. Scrap the old thing and come up with a new thing. It better be in favor of African youth. Egbezanyi.